Are you not getting the results that you want out of your organization's email marketing campaigns? Are your open rates and your click-through rates just going down and down and down? Or maybe they're just not as good as you thought they would be. Well, I want to tell you something, you are not alone. Today, I want to talk to you about 2 things that are killing your organization's email marketing campaigns. Let's jump in. Hey friend, Chase Douglas here. Listen, before we jump into the 2 things that are killing your email marketing campaigns, I wanted to let you know about a free resource that I have just for you and your nonprofit to help you take website visitors and turn them into email subscribers, to volunteers, and to donors easier. All right, this is a 14-point checklist that I came up with years ago to help evaluate a nonprofit's website and get them better at converting website visitors. So I wrote all this out, I put action steps in there for you, and then I walked through all 14 of them in a free workshop that you can get from my website. You can find this down in the description below, or you can go to chase-douglas.com/checklist. Everybody says email marketing is the best way to talk to new donors, to volunteers, and to advocates. So why is it that so many nonprofits have such a hard time having a successful email marketing campaign? Well, I'll tell you 2 reasons. The first one is this: they have a completely stagnant list. That is a list that's not growing or not growing very much. You may add 1 or 2 new email subscribers here and there, but you're also losing 1 or 2 here and there. So it pretty much just stays the same all the time. It's never growing. Typically, this happens for months and months and months, or years and years and years, or even worse, decades and decades and decades. And so these people will end up talking to the same people the same way about the same things for all of this time. And naturally, those people are just going to become unengaged. So you have to have an email list that's constantly growing in order to have warm bodies there to talk to about the things and get excited about the things that your organization is doing. So not only should you be adding new people to your list every single week, every single day, every single month, whatever that looks like for you, but you should also be removing emails from your list. And that sounds crazy, right? Because Chase, we're trying to grow our email list. Why would we delete people from our email list? Well, let me tell you about it. This is reason number 2 why a lot of nonprofits are having unsuccessful email campaigns. They have a whole list of people who are unengaged who they continue to email. So what this does, you don't realize it, is actually going to hurt the engaged users on your list. So let's pretend you have a list of 1,000 people, and let's say 900 of them are fairly engaged. They open emails, they click through every once in a while, maybe don't open every single email, but they're fairly engaged. And then you've got 100 people on your list who never open emails. So what happens is if you continue to email those 100, it's actually going to taint the other 900 who are actually trying to open the email. You've got different email platforms, right? Gmail, Outlook, all the different ones that are out there. They all have their own algorithms on how they're going to treat email campaigns. And so if I'm continually emailing these 100 people and they never open the email, these email platforms are going to start to say, hey, this email's coming from Chase seem to be like spam because nobody's opening them. And so now these 900 will slowly start to have your emails get sent to their spam folder when they never said it was spam and you're not trying to spam them, but that's just what's going to end up happening. So those stagnant, unengaged 100 users on your email list are hurting your efforts to reach these new warm bodies who are on your list. So you would be better off removing them from your email list than you would continuing to email them over and over and over again and them never open emails. Now, I know that seems harsh. And so what I like to tell organizations to do is to give these people one last chance. And the way that this works is you throw, if it's that 100 people, you throw them in their own segment on your email list and you send them 1, 2, 3 emails in a row, consecutive days, and you try and get them re-engaged in your organization. Send them the most emotional, heart-wrenching testimonials that you have. Send them a plea to donate immediately $5 to help so-and-so, whatever it is, urgency. Try and grab their attention and get them to respond in some way. Open an email, click through, donate, volunteer, something. get some kind of reaction out of them. And if they don't over those 3 emails over 3 consecutive days, you can pretty much just consider them dead. And you need to just remove them from your list. At least move them into a folder, into a segment that says like unengaged. And maybe every once in a while, 3, 4 months, 6 months, you try again and get those people engaged. Your 900 who are engaged, you continue to email them over and over and over again, and they're going to keep opening and keep opening. And this is going to help your click-through rate. It's going to help your open rate automatically. And so I use a tool called MailerLite. It's just an email marketing platform. It's great for nonprofits. They've got really cool and awesome tools in there for segmenting your list, for automating segmentation. And so they have a way in there, if I'm gonna send an email campaign, I can actually say, hey, send to my whole list, except don't send to the people who haven't opened an email in the last 30, 60, 90, 120 days, whatever you wanna pick. And so what this allows you to do is instead of having to go in and really just constantly segment out your list, just every time you send a new email campaign, you can automatically say, hey, I don't wanna send this email to somebody who hasn't engaged with my emails in the last 120 days. And that way, every time you send these email campaigns, you're only gonna hit the people who are truly interested in what your organization has to offer. So I hope those 2 things are gonna help you move forward and get better open rates, better click-through rates on your emails, and ultimately change the world with your organization. See you on the next one.